of our favorite thing all summer long is when a delicious piece of meat hits a sizzling grill. The smell, the taste, my mouth is watering right now. And we are so excited because we have an amazing meat collection from one of the finest companies in the world. And I love the story behind this. Total family owned, all done by a family. Start out with one store. And this is such a guy thing for me. It was called The Meat Shop.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, ooh, The Meat Shop. Then they grew to 8, and this was back in 1976. Then they grew to 8 stores, and now they sell to some of the finest, I mean, 5-star hotels, restaurants, and internationally, their incredible meats. So I've got Mark Gill here. We're going to cook up a storm with these great meats. Let's tell them what they're getting. Hi, Mark. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you very much. You're going to get chicken, not just any chicken. No antibiotics, no growth hormones, all grain-fed, free range. We're going to show you some incredible sirloin steaks, the most flavorful steak you've ever had. Burgers that'll knock you on your butt. And pork center cut loins that actually have marbling. Your mouth is going to melt. Now look at this. When you order, in no time at all, this is what it's going to show up. A reusable styrofoam container with dry ice, and every piece individually packaged and portioned, flash frozen and vacuum sealed. Perfect. So that 6 months from now, when the unexpected guest or the unexpected guest drops by, it's fresh and ready to go. So follow me here.
Wait, hang on. And the only thing I have to explain is you have 2 choices, and these will, every choice I'm about to explain will sell out, and it's going to happen in this show. I promise you that, okay? So here's what you're doing. In front of me is the 4, 4, 4, and 4, okay? So you have your choice of the 16 count. That'll be 1 shipment or auto ship. Or over there by Mark on the other side, we've doubled it up. Now here's the secret. Get the double up. It's only available on auto ship at this point. But when you double up, they don't double up the price. So the double up is really a smoking good value. But unfortunately, you have to sign up for auto ship. And that's okay. You can cancel if you need to. But grab the double up because they don't double the price, which I love showing a bargain. So there you go.
Now let's start with the chicken. By the way, we're going to give you some recipe cards with your pack. So I'm going to show you some of the meals that you're going to be able to create with the recipe cards we're going to give you. And the first thing I'm going to show you is some Mediterranean chicken. Now remember what I said. This chicken has no growth hormones, no antibiotics, no GMOs, no nothing. Free-range chicken, grain-fed. Listen, if you think you've had chicken before, I got to tell you, you're wrong. Wait till I let you taste this. Now I'm going to add our feta cheese and tomatoes and olives right to the top of this, just like that. Now, guys, come on in here close and have a look. This is incredible. We've dredged it with just a little bit of flour, and you can see this. That chicken is absolutely perfect. Do you see the juice flowing from that chicken? Let me show you that again. And Suzanne, you have to try this.
Yeah, I got my fork, dude.
Yeah, you got your fork. I've got a little bit of olives there, a little bit of cheese for you. There you go. There's the recipe that's going to be included. What I love about this, and you touched on it, this is a family company. This company approaches almost $1 billion annually in sales, supplying to some of the best restaurants in the world, but it's still family-owned, you guys. Every decision on this is made at the dinner table. Don't you love that?
Keep talking, Mark. I got some eating to do. Oh my gosh, this chicken.
Isn't that incredible?
And you can really tell there's none of that gunk in there.
None of it.
Wow.
Listen, you got to think about something. The meat that you're buying at the store, how many hands is it passing through before it gets to your table or before it gets to your store? This is true farm-to-table food. This is the kind of food that you want to feed your family. In fact, you want to know what one of the company slogans are?
Sure.
We will not feed our animals anything that we won't eat ourselves. Now, how important is that?
Now, that's awesome.
Now, I'm going to take our steaks and I'm going to flip these over and I'm going to add a little bit of garlic to it, just like that. And I'm going to add a little bit of butter. And in no time at all, these steaks are going to be ready. Now, these are sirloin steaks. These are the most flavorful steaks you will ever sink your teeth into. In fact, this morning, I made this for our friend Brett Chuckerman. Yeah. And he just about lost his mind. I got to tell you, we had to stand here for about 5 minutes so Brett could finish his steak. So I was going to take a little bit of the butter, a little bit of the garlic, and I'm going to spoon this right over our steaks, just like this. Okay. This is our recipe that's going to come with it. There we go. And by the way, what I love about this, these are perfectly portioned. So these are the right size steaks for your family. These are the right size steaks for your friends. You got to realize, when you crack this open and you feed this to your family and your friends, I'm telling you, they will never eat steaks anywhere else. So here's what I'm going to do.
So good.
I've got our steak there. I'm going to grab a little bit of garlic and a little bit of butter. I'm going to spoon it over just like that. Now, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Look at me. Do you think I'm not ready?
Now, by the way, look at this.
You had to ask.
Absolutely perfect, you guys.
Let's see.
That is steakhouse quality steak. When I say steakhouse, Rastelli Meats supplies to some of the best 5-star restaurants in the world. These are the cuts of meat that they pick for their customers. Are you in love? Is that incredible?
So good.
Like I said, farm to table. We control every part of the process, from the animal to the table. Like I said, this is not a big, you know, boardroom type meat company.
I love that.
It's a family business, so every decision that's made around your meal is made around their dinner table. I absolutely love it.
Okay, Mark, just to give everybody an update. You know, Catherine, can we just go through what's available? Because it's totally going to sell out. So, yeah, okay, we're going to do it together. In the 16-pack, in what? Single or auto? In single ship, 180. In the auto ship 16, there are 40 left. So if you want to keep this coming, you want to get the auto ship, okay? In the 32, this is the 32. Oh, I do have a single ship in the 32? I thought it was sold out. I have 60. Sorry, I apologize. If you want to get the big pack, now remember, the better deal is the double up, because we don't double the price. It's just huge. So I would highly consider going for this. We have 40 in single ship, and then in auto ship, how many do I have left? Oh, 20. Oh, please. So that's going to be gone here in just a second. Here's what, again, just like the other items in the show, if you pick up auto ship, we're going to continue to honor the introductory price, and you're going to get free shipping. So it's a matter of how long do you want to keep saving, and we cannot go up in the price of this. You could still be in auto ship a year from now. They cannot raise the price on you. Isn't that cool?
That's absolutely.
And it'll keep being shipped for free. And by the way, this is not a small box, and it's got this special filling in it and all that kind of stuff. This is expensive packaging.
This is expensive packaging. The cooler is reusable, and every single piece, whether it's the burger, the chicken, the pork that I'm going to show you, or the steaks that you just enjoyed, every one of those are pre-portioned, vacuum sealed, and flash frozen. You've got a little bit more chicken.
Funny? No, can I tell you something funny, Mark? There has been rumors spreading around about this pork. I can't tell you how many people have said, Suze, have you had the pork yet? I'm like, no, I'm doing it this afternoon.
So here's what I'm going to do. This is garlic and sage rubbed pork with some apples and onions to finish it off. So all you do with this is you're going to sear both sides of your pork in the pan. Now, before I transfer this to the oven, I want you to do me a favor. Come on in here real close if you can. I can take a little bit more garlic. I'm going to put that right on there like that. Never enough garlic. A little bit more sage, just like this. Now, if you can come in here real close, I want you to see something, guys. This blew my mind. I've never seen this before. Pork can be so dry. Look at this. Guys, there's marbling in the pork. This is center cut pork. Our beef, our pork, our top 2/3 choice cuts of meat. You are getting the real deal here, you guys. This pork literally, and I'm not kidding, melts in your mouth. So let me bring this to the oven.
You are having a meat man moment right now.
Oh, I'll tell you something. So now, for this recipe, you're just going to brown them off, sear them in a pan.
Okay.
You're going to bring them to the oven, and I'm just going to do a little switcheroo here. I'm going to grab our ones that we did just before the show, and wait till you see me cut into this pork. You will never, ever experience another dry piece of pork again. Now, before we do that, I'm going to take my apples, and I'm going to take my, there we go, my apples and my onions with a little bit of paprika, a little bit of garlic, and I'm just going to mix that around, get those flavors incorporated. Now, follow me to the cutting board, you guys, because I'm telling you, let me grab a nice thick piece here. Oh. This pork will absolutely stop the show. Invite your friends, invite your neighbors, and guys, look at this. That's what we're talking about. Rastelli Meats, farm to table. Every step of the process, we control at the family dinner table, you guys. We don't feed our animals anything that we wouldn't eat ourselves, including our center loin pork. I'm going to take that. I'm going to grab an apple here for you.
Why, thank you.
Just like that. And Suzanne, here's the pork that everybody's been talking about all afternoon.
Brett Chuckerman is another host here at HSN, and he stopped me to talk about this pork today.
I'll bet.
Goes, you're getting the pork, right? I'm like, yeah, I hope it's available when I get there.
Have you ever experienced? It's an experience, guys. This is not a meal. This is an experience. This is what you get when you go to the 5-star restaurants. When you get one of those steaks at a 5-star restaurant, they're digging you 20, 30 bucks. You get a center loin pork chop like this at one of the restaurants we supply to, you're talking $30, $35. Look at this. I'm going to show you that again. That is the most tender, juicy pork. The knife just absolutely falls through, you guys. You've never tasted anything like this in your life. This is the real deal.
Now, before it sells out, Mark, I think when I think summer, when I think barbecue, when I think getting the grill out, I love me a good summer hamburger. So I'm so excited to try the hamburger coming up. And that's the next portion of what you get. So we'll talk about that now, right? You get either 4 hamburgers or 8 hamburgers.
Now,
oh my goodness.
Listen to me real close. I visited the Rastelli kind of factory and home office in New Jersey, right? And I walked around with my jaw on the floor. And I remember walking into an area of the plant, and they had these cuts of meat, and I'm like, guys, those are gorgeous. Who do you sell those to? And they're like, oh, they're for our burgers. I said, excuse me? What do you mean they're for your burgers? Guys, what do we think of when we think of hamburger? We think of whatever's left over, all the ends, all of this.
Mystery meat.
Look at this, you guys. Black Angus chuck, top sirloin, and beef rib meat. That's what goes into Rastelli's hamburgers. Wow. You ever seen one of those or heard one of those, like the $20 hamburger? Have you ever thought to yourself, what? Those people are crazy.
Right.
I got to tell you something. This is the $20 hamburger. And before I start making a few burgers, guys, you got to see something. Now, we use a process when we make our burgers called craft technology. And what that does is that actually simulates the hand motion of forming burgers. So it's not like a puck that you would get, you know, when you go and you get the frozen burgers. Guys, this is the real deal. If you were to take the time and ground the chuck, ground the sirloin, ground the rib meat, and go ahead and chop and form these burgers, and what I'm going to do, when I tell you the same texture...
burgers, by the way. These aren't little patties or little thin things.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, when I say the same texture, watch what I do when I take this fork. We've all cut into a burger with a fork, like a frozen patty, and it's got this weird texture. Guys, look at this. That is what you would make at home. So when I'm talking to you about a $20 burger, and yeah, Suzanne, go ahead and grab a bite of that, because you got to try this.
Get out of my way.
She's armed.
I love some good meat, I'm just saying.
This is steak.
We have Suzanne from New York who wants to say hi.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, I'm doing very well.
Good.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Should I talk?
Please.
Please do.
Okay. Yeah, my name's Suzanne, and I recently bought this Rastelli Market Fresh Family Favorites.
Right.
And all I can say is I've ordered the burgers, I've ordered the family variety pack. I sent a family variety pack to my 89-year-old father.
Nice.
I just ordered the 24-count of the burgers. Now, I believe Black Angus is a New York grain-fed beef.
Yes, ma'am.
And I heard you, the first time I'm seeing you, and I understand you're new, so I'm behind on my reviews, but I wanted people watching, especially over the holiday weekend, you're not going to find better in any store, maybe at a fine restaurant, but not for the prices that they're asking for.
Well, and most likely...
UPS is, everything comes frozen solid. It's convenient and absolutely delicious.
Crazy delicious, isn't it?
Yeah. Really good.
Wow. Well, Suzanne, I'm so glad you got the burgers. We're going to talk about those here actually in a minute. Thank you for joining us and sharing your story.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Now, did you see what I just did here?
You scooted away the burger I was working on. I know what you did.
Look at this, guys. Here's my south of the border burger. I've got some caramelized onions, some roasted red peppers, a little bit of sour cream, and some taco seasoning. This is a burger that will absolutely set the barbecue on fire. Look at that, you guys. Are you kidding me?
The entire crew just groaned. They're like, oh. Okay, here we go. Here is the last update. Okay, the 32 count in both auto single completely sold out. The only thing available now is you're going to get the regular count, which is fine, and it's a wonderful way to try it, and this is on auto ship as well. So you get 4 of the all-natural boneless, skinless chicken breast, 4 of the Angus steak craft burgers, 4 of the boneless pork chops, and 4 of the USDA choice black Angus sirloin steaks. So this is what we have remaining, and we still have this on auto ship as well, and we have it on single ship. But I'll be quite frank with you, these will be completely gone in about, what do you think, 30, 40 seconds? So please stay on the line and just say, yeah, I'll take the single and I'll take the auto in what we have remaining in the 16 count. All right, Mark Gill.
Yes, ma'am.
I love you.
I love you
And I really love these guys. More importantly, this is some good meat. All right, so... oh, yeah, Mark's hanging out.
Yeah, I like it here.
Well, he is, because this is going to be sold out. And this is funny, because Suzanne said she went online and she picked up the burger pack. Well, that's exactly what we're going to feature now.
Absolutely.
It's all about the burgers during the holiday and during the summer, right? So here's what we have. It is, of course...